This is Sean with Voice of Racing. We are here at PRI in Lucas Oil, and there is a extremely fast boat behind you two gentlemen. And Jeff, you're the driver, is that right?
Yes.
So Mike, how are you tied to the boat?
I am the throttleman and do all the setup on the new program.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the team and tell me about some of the competitions you guys were in this year.
So we raced Class 1 this year, which was pretty cool. You know, it's pretty much the premier class in the world, you know, against a lot of the top teams in the world. So, you know, we had a great time doing that. And then in Englewood, we raced Unlimited, and we won that.
All right, so what's some of the I don't want to say scariest challenges, but some of the most basic challenges that the general public might not know when you guys are out there?
I mean, generally people don't know that it takes both of us to drive the boat, which is, you know, unique and for motorsports. So that's, you know, really unusual, and it takes a lot of trust and between the both of us and a lot of talent to do that. You know, we have a great time doing it. It's really fun.
Now, Mike, when I interviewed your dad, he told me that he had a couple scary encounters of flipping the boat a few different times from back in the day. Has any of the boats that you guys have been running, you had any kind of almost having tragedy but not situations?
Well, the worst thing we've had so far was in Key West, Florida during the Class 1 World Championships. We had a boat in another class come over and hit the side of the boat at the start, and we went up over on his rooster tail and skied it a little bit, had to right it and rode it back down. Jeff and I run the boat, you know, right at its limits, but we both know that we could trust each other out there in the boat together. We hardly talk really out there. We might giggle a few times, but the biggest thing out there is, you know, unlike what everybody else is used to in motorsports, our track changes every 10-15 feet. So,
right,
you know, we could come in like Key West, we're heading out and it's fairly flat in the harbor, and then we hit turn 1 and it's 3 to 4 footers, and then we'll come back the next lap and it could be 6, and the next lap could be flat again. So we're constantly dealing with the water condition, track changing at every turn and every angle on the race course. So, you know, it takes some very intense studying of the water and on each lap to make it around the course. And a lot of guys, you know, they go out and balls out, and we try to do it safe and keep the boat running. And, you know, this year we've literally changed the oils in these 16-power V16 LS-based motors this year, and some of the guys had to completely rebuild their stuff. So we've had a very successful season the way we see it, and winning a world championship, we're happy, and winning in the top 3 in Class 1 against the best in the world. And it just shows you that, you know, our team is top 3 best in the world.
That's beautiful. All right, so how long are the courses normally? How many miles are out?
Anywhere from 4 to 8 mile laps.
And then how long is an average lap as far as time wise?
3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes?
Yeah.
What's the horsepower?
1,100 horse aside. We've had to detune these down to match our competitor's engine program at 1,100 horse.
And then the mile per hour?
160.
160. That's flying.
Yeah. It is.
So how old were each of you the first time you ran one of these high-powered sea-bound boats?
I mean, I was a late bloomer, so I was in my 30s by the time I started racing for Donzi, but you know, I worked my way up, started doing Super V and Super Cat and then turbines, now Unlimiteds, and it seemed like all these big cats are right up my alley. I love it.
So what do you love specifically? Both of you answer. What do you love about this sport? Because it is dangerous. The water does change every second, and you could be upside down or another boat could hit you. What really drives you driving these boats?
I mean, the speed is, you know, something that I love, but yeah, you know, the unknown and the challenge is what I love about it.
And Mike?
The challenge of making the boat around the course with the two of us, keeping us safe and being in the top of the bracket. I mean, you want to be at the top, you got to give it your all, but, you know, in my head as the throttleman, I always think about Jeff and I's sons and our families and getting back there. Does it slow me down? Not at all, but it does make me want to get the boat around the course as fast as possible and as safe as possible, and not go out and spend all the money in one shot. It's not worth it. So,
and your son, he's out there running with you sometimes, right?
My son
You've got the youngest father-son team on the planet. Is that something I heard from before?
Officially the youngest offshore racer in history. He started when he was 14 years old last year with me in our class of 7 boats. So, you know, 3 generations of Stancombes out there, and all these years of racing, and 45 years now for me racing boats. And I might be the youngest, oldest veteran out there.
And Jeff, do you have any kids that you're gonna put into one of these things and let them ride?
I do. I've got a son, and I'd love to see him get into it. And you know, he hasn't shown a lot of interest, but he likes boating and likes coming to the races. So we'll keep working on him. We'll get him out there. Okay.
Well, I wish you guys safety on those waves ahead. And I thank you for your time here at PRI. And this will be at VoicesofRacing.com. And good luck.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
You got it.